Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer Diamond, and I live a whole food, plant-exclusive, sophist-free, gluten-free lifestyle for health and well-being. And today I am going to be making a no-bake peanut chocolate pie. So, I personally don't usually make this kind of a dessert, but I was asked to bring a decadent chocolate dessert to an event, and so I got inspired to do something a little bit crazy for me. It might be a really good one for people transitioning. I hope my husband will like it. But anyways, I thought I would bring you along and make a crust for a no-bake pie. And so what we're gonna have in here are some dates and some peanuts. Now, and some vanilla bean powder. That's gonna be the crust. Now, the peanuts, I don't normally eat peanuts. The peanuts here are a raw, no salt peanut. You could probably use a roasted no salt peanut as well. And I just want to let you know, peanuts are not nuts. Did you know that? Peanuts are actually a legume. And so you might be thinking, well, what? That's, never heard of that, or maybe you do, maybe you have. What makes them a legume is because they grow in a pod. And when it grows in a pod, it's considered a legume. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and put some of these ingredients in our food processor and come up with a crust. I'm gonna be putting it in this Pyrex pan. I'm seeing if the measurement is on here. Oh yeah, this one is the one that I have in centimeters, which gosh darn it, I don't know. But it says, I think it says 23 centimeters. So I'm gonna guess in inches. It might probably be around 9.5. I'm not exactly sure because I didn't check before we went on. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and add the peanuts and the dates. And right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medjool dates. I took the pits out of them, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dump that right in there. And then I have so 2 cups of peanuts, 5 medjool dates, and a teaspoon of vanilla bean powder. You can even use half a teaspoon. Vanilla bean powder is a little pricey, so it'll still work just as well. If you're using vanilla extract, do a teaspoon. And the reason why I personally fluctuate on it is because the flavor is very strong with vanilla bean powder. So that's why I sometimes kind of can get away with going a little bit lower on the amount. So I'm gonna put that right in there. And I'm gonna grab the top here and let's get spinning. Plugging this guy in, and let's see what this will look like. I've never made this before, so let's see what this ends up looking like. Here we go. Okay, so that looks a little better. Let me turn this off. I'm gonna take it off here. Let's look at this together. Ooh, that looks pretty good. What do you think? Look at that. Really, really nice. So I'm just gonna touch it a little bit. Oh yeah, so you want it to be crumbled up, of course, and you want it to be, there's like a little moisture in here. You want it to be able to kind of pack so that we can shape it into our crust. So let me just take this blade out and set it over there. And let me just show you. So if you can, grab in and just kind of squeeze it a little bit. Look at that. That's how you know that it's ready. So we're gonna go ahead and take our crust, our pie dish, And you can line this with parchment paper. I'm gonna go ahead and be brave this time and not line it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this right in here and just fill it up. Da, 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 da. Let's see, there we go. And then I'm just gonna kind of pat it. This seems like a lot, so I wonder if this pie crust is, I wonder if this pie dish could have been a little bigger. I don't know, but I'm gonna just go for it right now. And maybe I might even I'm gonna pat it down a little bit. And even go up a little bit on the sides here. You know, there's no real rule, you know, just kind of whatever you feel like. If you want a thinner crust, maybe do a little less, or go with a bigger dish so that the layer will be a little bit thinner. But I think actually this is gonna work out nice. And then I'm just pressing along the top here to kind of solidify the part that I pushed up that's going up the sides here. I just kind of want to press it into place and just kind of help shape it a little bit. And then in the middle, I feel like I'm just going to kind of continue to push out. I like to push from the center out a little bit so that, see how it's going to go up, and then I can kind of just mold this a little bit more again. And that's it. Our crust is ready. Now, what if you're allergic to peanuts, you don't like peanuts, you don't want peanuts? You could certainly use another nut for this. So there we go. Look at that. That is our crust, ready to go. Okay, so let's set this aside and going on the next part of it. So the next part of it is going to be melting some chocolate. And I got to be honest with you, I had a real struggle with this. I don't really want to eat chocolate. Is that crazy to hear? Some people are like, what? I bet. But no, the truth is, I don't want anything processed. I don't want any sugar. I don't want it. But I went to 4 different stores, and then the next day, my husband went to 2 stores, and there just isn't anything that exists that I can find. So, and what I mean by that is I remember our Trader Joe's used to carry 100% cacao, I think it was nibs or something, chips, and they don't carry that anymore. And all the places that we found had stuff in it, and that I just was I just felt frustrated that there wasn't anything. The only thing I could find was a cacao nib, but I need this to be melted, and it doesn't. On the internet, I checked to see, will that melt, and it doesn't melt. It says it doesn't melt. I didn't try it myself. So the choice was, don't make the pie, or make the pie with what you can find that is best. And I decided, since I don't eat normally peanuts, this really isn't a dessert made for me, but this is a dessert that somebody else, it might be a great transition. So anyhow, with that said, I went ahead and we got these, and this is by a brand called Who. And these are the dark chocolate baking gems. They're 70% cacao, and they are listed here, all these things that they don't have. No soy, no gluten, no palm oil, no emulsifiers, no lectins, I think that's how you say that, no refined sugars, no cane sugar, no sugar alcohols, no erythritol, and it's USDA organic, gluten-free, non-GMO, and on and on and on. It says that it has 3 simple ingredients, and so this is the one that we are going to use. And the ingredients listed here are organic cacao, organic unrefined coconut sugar, so I didn't want sugar, and organic cocoa butter, and I don't want cocoa butter. So, but maybe this might be helpful for someone else. So at any rate, I'm gonna open it up and we are going to melt the chocolate. Now, if you have another suggestion or idea for me, please let me know in the comments. I was really struggling with this, and I'd love to hear from you. Also, hit the subscribe and notification bell so you'll be notified when I go live or post new videos. And let's chat. Give it a thumbs up. Let me know, if you like the content. I'd love to know by your thumbs up, and help me spread the word and get out to others that whole food plant-based is really a healing way to go. And I'm trying to be diverse and share what I do, but also maybe things that are good for people that are transitioning, like my husband. So here are what they look like. And they certainly do look like little gems. Look at that. They're kind of big. They're not like your standard chocolate chip. And they do smell like chocolate, of course. So this bag is a 9-ounce bag. I am going to pour it into this double burner. I don't really have a double burner, but I am heating up some water here, and it is boiling now. So I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. And you can see from the pan here that it is boiling. And I don't have a double boiler, so I just took this Pyrex bowl that is okay for heat, it's heat resistant, and put it on top of my regular pot here that I put some water in, and I'm gonna just not mix it. It's already melting. Can you see that? It's already melting. So this is not gonna take very long. I'm gonna cover the lid, and we're gonna continue on. So for the next part, I'm gonna use my other machine here. So let me take this and move this out of the way, and let's move this guy over here, and I'm gonna plug him in, and we're going to blend up a few more ingredients. And so we are gonna do, got it right here. We're gonna do some bananas. So I have these bananas here. Let me just show you. These are spotty, nice bananas. Do you know, I just bought these yesterday, and because they look like this, perfect for cooking, I got them discounted. They were 10 cents a banana. So hey, I think that's pretty good. And when they're brown and spotty, that means that they're sweeter. So, for me, the dessert, I want it sweet. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off all the skin here, all the banana skins, and just go ahead and start putting them in there. I'm gonna do 5. These are kind of smaller, so you can do 5 small ones, or 4 big ones, or 5 big ones, whatever you kind of think. But this, I think, will be good for us. Okay, so we have our bananas in here. We're gonna go ahead and put our dates in here. Okay, and I have 15 pitted dates. I went ahead and took them out. These are the medjool dates. And then I'm gonna add some more vanilla bean powder. You can use vanilla extract if you want. You can use, I'm gonna go ahead and put a half a teaspoon in. You can put up to a teaspoon in. And I mean, vanilla is so good, I think. I love it. This one is just one that I found on Amazon. And so let's whip this up. Let me get the lid, and let's whip this up. Before we do that, though, I want to take a quick peek at our chocolate. Look at that. Wow, it's really melting up nicely. Okay, I'm going to keep letting that go. I had turned this off for a second. I'm going to put it on super, super low. And okay, so here we go. I'm gonna need my little helper here. Okay, look at that. I put it on smoothie. I meant to put it on the other one, but it worked out fine. So let's take that off and take a peek here. Woo, look at how creamy and delicious the bananas and dates look. Oh my goodness. I definitely want to taste this. Well, let me just do it. Wow, that is really good. In fact, I would not add the chocolate for myself, and I would just use this as the filling. So you could do that. And I think next time I will do that because this is so good. Okay, so let's go and check the chocolate because we are using the chocolate this time. And, but this is the answer for me. Look at that. Look at how pretty and creamy and delicious that looks. And it is very sweet from both those two things. They're very sweet, bananas and dates. Okay, so let's come over here. I'm going to turn the flame off. The thing about chocolate, and I don't know a lot about chocolate, but I do know that if you are melting it, you don't want to stir it a lot, and you never want to add water because that'll just make it clunky. So let's lift this up. Look at that. That looks amazing. Actually, really, really amazing. I'm going to get my spatula here and just wipe some crumbs off, and I am going to stir it. Like, you don't want to stir it a lot, but you can stir it at the end here, and just let's see what happens when we do stir it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? That is amazing. And it still is a little bit more that needs to melt, but really look at that. God, I can't remember the last time I melted any type of chocolate. Probably a few years ago. So, you know, I have the fire off and I'm just stirring it a little bit now, and it's pretty much, it's melted. So let me bring it over to you guys, and we are going to add it in to the blender. And this is not hot to the touch on the edge here, but if it were, you would use your gloves. And look at that. Let's just take a moment here and look at this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to pour in the chocolate right into it. Oh my gosh. Oh, decadent. Okay. But I really believe that if you are like me and you're trying not to, you know, eat that, doing it without the chocolate, it will change the pie name, right? You know, it wouldn't be a banana chocolate, it would just be a banana. And I think that's really good too. You noticing? Well, I don't know if you're noticing, but I'm using my non-dominant hand, which is taking me a little longer, but it's good practice. Cognitive and brain health and challenging myself all the time, all kinds of different ways. All right, so there we go. Wow. Well, I know a guy who's gonna love to lick that bowl. But we'll get that to him soon. Anyhow, in the meantime, I just want you to take a look at this. You see that okay? We're gonna go ahead and put the lid on, and we're gonna put it back on here. I'm not gonna put it on the smoothie setting. I'm gonna put it low. And I don't know that we need that, so I'm gonna put this on here. Let's try it on low. There we go, and we just wanna mix it. Now, that's it. And we want to quickly take it out as fast as we can. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. And this can, as it starts cooling, it will definitely, you know, be harder to work with. So we're going to go ahead now and just pour this in. I'm going to see, oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. I'm going to help it. I got my non-dominant hand is not going to go as fast as I need it to, so I'm going to change sides here. There we go. Trying to get every last bit out, and then you want to make sure to soak this, you know, or at least have it filled with water because you don't want it to get hard. And then I'm just going to go ahead and spread this out a little bit better. Wow, look at that. What do you think? What do you guys think? If you know somebody that's trying to transition who likes dessert, you know, maybe this would be a good one for them to try. Or maybe you just have family members that, or friends or anybody that you know, and they don't eat this way at all. You could serve this, and I'm pretty sure that you'd get some good feedback, even without even tasting it yet. It just looks so decadent. All right, so there we go. Look at that. So what we want to do now is put this in the freezer and let it set for an hour or more, and then we can decorate the top and go from there. So let me get this in the freezer and we'll be back. Okay, it's been a few hours, and here it is, the banana chocolate pie. So let's go ahead and, I think maybe cutting up some bananas. You could put some peanut butter on there. And the reason why I would put peanut butter on there, or maybe crumbled nuts, is to let people know that there is nuts in here. But I am not going to add to that today. I am going to, however, do some bananas. So let's peel a banana, and I think I'll just go on an angle. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so now I just want to decorate it a little bit, and hopefully we'll be ready to go. Okay, so basically just do any kind of decor that you'd like. And I'm just kind of making this up, but you can do whatever you'd like. Look at that. That's kind of fun. And I can go, you could just do that. Look at that. That's pretty. But I think I'm going to do like kind of a crisscross. And you want to try to do, if you're going to do bananas, you want to try to do it close to the time that you're going to be using it, because bananas will brown. I think maybe I'll just put a couple here. Look at that. There we go. There it is. Oh, there we go. And so I have a couple extra pieces here. So let's put this aside. Let me get a plate. Time to taste. Okay, so let's cut into it. Oh my goodness. Well, it cuts really easily. Wow, look at that. The hardest piece to get out came out. That looks pretty great. And I have a couple extra pieces of banana, so let's go ahead and add that to just our individual piece, just because we can. And let's taste this. All right, so here we go. Ready? Super rich. Wow. Wow, it's really good. That is super, super rich, and I am gonna call in the man of the hour here. I'd like him to taste this, because this is really more of a a food for for him than it is for me on any regular basis, or even like that bite was much, but I loved it. So come on in, can you please, honey? Here's Todd, everyone.
Hello, hello. Who says no to chocolate peanut butter banana pie?
Go ahead and try it. Do you mind? Do you want me to cut your own piece, or do you?
No,
Okay.
this is my own piece.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Right? That's how I felt about it.
Wow. It is super good. The chocolatey part of it, super dense. Wow, that's really good. That's awesome.
I'm really curious to, and there you go. I'm really curious to know how that would taste without the chocolate, you know? And he's gone, so I'll ask you, how would that taste without the chocolate when we talked about earlier just having the banana and the dates? And I'd be really curious about that. But anyways, I'm so glad you guys came on the journey with me. Thank you so much. Let me know if you try this and what your thoughts are. And, you know, most importantly, don't forget to eat your greens. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.